Good afternoon. 250 years ago, our nation's founders declared that freedom and self-government and liberty were rights worth fighting for. Since 1776, the United States has grown from a small republic into a nation that continues to inspire the world. This anniversary is an opportunity to reflect on our history, celebrate the sacrifices that secured our freedoms, and recommit ourselves to building an even stronger future. Today's celebration reminds us that democracy is not something we inherit. It is something each generation must protect, strengthen, and pass on. I want to thank the Town Mall for bringing our community together in such a meaningful way today. For nearly 40 years, the Town Mall has been a place where families gather, businesses thrive, and neighbors connect. I want to thank our veterans, businesses, and organizations that came out today and everyone that has made this possible. It's wonderful to see residents, business leaders, and public officials from across Carroll County come together to celebrate our shared heritage. As we begin this 250th celebration, may we honor the courage and resilience of those who came before us while inspiring future generations to cherish the blessings of liberty. And now I have from myself and my fellow commissioners, I have a proclamation. So the proclamation is for the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Whereas in the year 1776, the Continental Congress adopted the Declaration of Independence, asserting the right of the 13 American colonies to self-governance and freedom from British rule. This bold declaration laid the foundation for a new nation built on the principles of liberty, democracy, and justice. Over the past 250 years, the United States of America, has grown from a fledgling republic to a global superpower, continually striving to uphold these foundational ideas. And on July 4th, 2026, the United States will commemorate its 250th anniversary. This offers a unique opportunity to reflect on the nation's journey, celebrate liberty and sacrifice while addressing injustices and envisioning its future. And this commemoration emphasizes that democracy is an ongoing effort, recognizing the roles diverse people have played in the achievement of liberty and prosperity. And nationwide celebrations and events will be organized to engage and inspire citizens from all walks of life. These activities will include historical reenactments and exhibitions, parades and festivals, public discussions and forums, and community service initiatives. And as the United States embarks on the next chapter of its history, this milestone celebration will stand as a testament to the strength, resilience, and determination of its people. Now, therefore, we, the Board of Carroll County Commissioners, do hereby recognize and celebrate the 250th anniversary of our nation's independence and reaffirm our commitment to liberty, democracy, honor, and the sacrifices made by countless individuals to protect these values and ensure that future generations continue to enjoy the freedoms enshrined in our Constitution. Adopted this 25th day of June, 2026, signed the Board of Carroll County Commissioners. Thank you.
Yes.
And I have the privilege of introducing one of my colleagues. This is my fellow colleague. This is Commissioner Kenny Kyler from District 2.
Good afternoon. I want to thank the Town Mall that's been here a long time and been at the center of Carroll County, sometimes in Westminster, and it's awesome. I want to thank Post 31 for allowing me to be here also. And yes, I'm Kenny Kyler, District 2, Hampstead, Manchester, Finksburg. Commissioner Gordon, this is his district, so he did the hard part. I do want to mention one thing. I am a veteran, and I'm old. So I'm a veteran from the Vietnam era. When I got drafted, I was the last week of the last draft this country had. That's how lucky I am. And Vietnam was winding down. You almost had to beg to go there. So I did not get that privilege. But I saw fellow classmates, fellow schoolmates, other veterans get spit on, disrespected, and they were just doing their job. They were fighting for this country. They didn't cause the war. And it's so nice to see events like this and what the American Legions, VFWs, and different veterans groups have done. Those guys are not afraid to talk about what they did over there. They're opening up about it because we're treating them like the veterans they deserve to be treated like. So I wanted to steal my moment to talk about them. and I appreciate their service. And the younger veterans and the older veterans still, it's just awesome. The rights we get because they gave and some gave their all. So I get the pleasure of introducing Delegate Chris Thomason, who will be more eloquent than I was, right?
Hey everybody, it's good for everyone to come out here. My name is Chris Tomlinson. I am one of your state delegates. It represents Carroll County down in the Maryland General Assembly in Annapolis. My district is District 5, which is most of Carroll County and a little piece of Frederick County as well. One of the really great things about representing Carroll County down in Annapolis is that we've got a lot of great places here in Carroll County where we're able to learn about history, not just this year, but any year. We've got the Farm Museum here in Westminster, Frederick the Road of 97. We've got Union Mills Homestead, a great place you can go to learn about a lot of history, not just the history of the United States, but the history of Carroll County. Really the start of the Methodist Church here in America, out in Strawbridge, a little bit outside of New Windsor. So there's a lot of places, a lot of times people think, oh, it's just a little old Carroll County, but we actually have a lot of great places you can learn a lot about history. And then down in Annapolis, I get to serve in the state legislature, and the State House. If you've never been there, I highly recommend getting down there to check out, because the State House, it is the oldest state house that is actively used, still actively and continuously been used as a state house. There's a state house or two that's older than ours, but it's a museum now. They don't actually meet in there, but we actually conduct our business in a building that predates even the founding of our country. In fact, the State House was the capital of the United States at the end of the Revolutionary War. And one of the really absolutely coolest things I think about the building that I get to work out of in Annapolis is that it's the room where George Washington resigned as commander-in-chief after the war. And a lot of people thought that he could or should be king, and he decided that he was just going to resign and go back to private life. Obviously, that didn't last very long. He was pulled back in and became the first president of our country, but he certainly wasn't just handed that or didn't take that. So I highly recommend, if you've never been down there, or it's been a while since you've been down there, they've made a lot of improvements to the building, and it's essentially, it's not only a functional state house, but it's a museum in many ways. So I really appreciate everybody coming out here today. And with that, I'm going to hand it off to our next speaker, who is our Executive Director of the Carroll County Historical Society. Come on. Sit.
Yeah. Thank you, Chris. Well, thank you all for the invitation. Again, my name is Jason Alari. I'm the Executive Director of the Historical Society of Carroll County. I have kind of, three hats on today. I'm with the Carroll 250 Planning Committee. In 2024, the county commissioners appointed the Historical Society to lead local 250 efforts. And we have a table here that talks about what's happening locally with 250 efforts in Carroll County. Roger, our amazing volunteer over there, can help you out. We have T-shirts. There's a commemorative medal that's Carroll 250 themed, and some information flyers on that table. Also, I wanted to plug the Historical Society of Carroll County on July 9th is opening a new exhibit called Carroll at 250, People, Place, and the Making of History. It's in downtown Westminster. It's at 5 o'clock, and that exhibit will be up for about a year and a half. Carroll at 250, July 9th, 5 o'clock. We hope you can make it. It's no admission. We have a free museum, and we encourage everybody to attend to see that exhibit. Now, I do have a prize for the best dressed young man in the audience. Is there a best dressed young man in the audience here? I see one right there. And thank you again to Mark without the Chinese team.
How's it going, everyone? My name is Christopher Miller. I'm the mayor out of Tawnytown. So I'm going to tell you now, you got kind of the short end of the stick. I'm not the best speaker on Tawnytown. Commissioner Bigliotti is. I'm going to try my best here. But again, America has been around for 250 years. While that may sound like a long time, we're still a fledgling country. We're still kind of blazing our path. building our foundations, and we got to continue to instill that patriotic fervor in our children and our youth and throughout our country and to our communities. So as we're thinking about this, what really makes America special is that pursuit. Anybody here in America can pursue an America's aim. They can be business owners, they can be elected officials, they can be family men, they can be whatever they want to be here in America. Our leaders aren't dictated, they're elected. And that's something that makes our country special, is that, again, we get to choose the path that we want to be on. As individuals, we get to choose how we want our communities to be, and we get to choose how we want our country to be. America's strength is the communities that we reside in, and America's strength are its people. Because without us, America wouldn't be what it is. Well, I also want to thank our military and service members overseas. Again, we have young men and women who are deployed throughout the Persian Gulf right now. Again, pray that they come home safely. And again, make sure that they have that loving support when they do come back home. Again, you as the individual here in America get to decide what our country is. And never take that for granted. Show up for your elections, show up for your communities. And again, let's make sure America's here for another 250 years. So happy birthday, America. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to all the event toasties in the Legion today. You all have a good one.